most people never actually understand that something's broken. Whether you have ADHD, you're, an artist and you can't get work done, or whether you're a bad leader or a bad salesperson or a bad marketing person. The truth is, most people never have the self-realization that something is broken and not working. They keep hitting their heads against the wall or not being able to open the doors that they need to open, and they don't understand why. And so they blame others. And so step one is just simply the realization that something is wrong. So then you go into step two. Step two is like, something's wrong and I want to fix it. And then you start looking for resources. You start looking, okay, who can mentor me? Who's done this before? Who's actually succeeded at this? And you start to adopt their tools or their frameworks or how they're doing it. So it might be that you're an entrepreneur and you're not organized and you're not executing, right? So then you're like, okay, I need to get my list, my Dominate list done. I need to make sure I calendar everything. I need to have meetings, write down goals, create strategy, and actually have an accountability partner. So that's step two, is just like, okay, I know something's broken. Now I'm going to adopt somebody else's system of success. That's step two. Step three is actually, did it work? Like, did this new adapted, talent or, what's the word? Habit. I got a new habit. Now, is that habit producing the result that I want? So that reflection is something that most people never do. So I know there was a problem. I've adopted a new habit. Did that work? So if it worked, congratulations, you're on your way to scaling and growing. If it didn't work, then you have to go back and say, okay, that habit was good, but I'm missing something. That's when you need to seek the advice of a third party, get a coach, get a mentor, get a therapist, whatever it is, because that's really where most people hit a wall and never actually ascend, is the reflection of, is the habit change or behavior change actually creating the result that I want? So if it's not, then your job is to go, okay, well, what kind of habits do I need to stack? Because yes, all those things might be important, but you might not have been focused on the right things, or you might not have shown up the right way. Or in my case, I struggled with this for a long time. You might not have had the right energy to attract the people into your world that you needed in order to achieve that goal. So, it's a whole host of hit the wall, figure out why it didn't work, adopt a new habit, and then reflect. Did it work? And eventually you'll start seeing revenue growth. Now, reflection uncovers some failure or lack of personality or character or skill set. And the human experience is one that we want to pump ourselves up. We want people who give us affirmations, make us feel good. And this process of self-reflection, it's painful. Because, if you say something and it hurts your wife and your wife just says, well, that's just who he is, everybody can move forward without actual growth or intimacy. And reflection requires not only that you trust the person that's giving you feedback, but intimacy in that relationship and a willingness to be better. See, and being better is freaking hard. And that's why most people just never change. They never grow. They never, achieve what their dreams are, because the pain holds them back. The challenge, this is the challenge that we all have, is there are these different plateaus, 1 million, 10 million, 50, 100 million. Those are the plateaus that most people never actually get over. So we're all built to achieve a certain amount of greatness. We're all built to achieve a certain amount of revenue, a certain amount of influence, a certain amount of, impact in the world. And most people get to that level and they're satisfied. The real dangerous people, the people that are like super productive, the people who impact the world, change the world, they hit a level and they go, I bet you I can do more. I bet you I can do more. That's the thing that differentiates people who make big impact and people who just settle with their $10 or $20 million.